Hey guys, Joe here, back to the word today with a review and unboxing video of the Expository Commentary series. I love this series. As you can see back here on my shelf, I have all 11 now of the out volumes. They just released 2, volumes 5 and volume 6. And I want to unbox and show you guys what's inside and do a little review. I love this series and I'll share what it's all about on the way. So this right here is the box from Crossway. Ordered it from them and pre-ordered it, and now it's here. And this specifically is the Psalms and Song of Solomon right there. So Psalms through Song of Solomon. Something I love about this series is that each one of them comes wrapped in this plastic, really nice, well kept outer cover, just really beautiful. Gold embossing, you see there on the spine, just really cool there. And then you have on the back the descriptions of the series, what it's for, the contributors. For each one of these has a different contributor, and then the editors of the series are here as well. And then we get into it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cellophane off. This beautiful cover. I love these. They open up and lay flat right out of the packaging. It's just so nice. I love it. So we're going to start all the way at the beginning. I will say that they do have really nice ribbon markers. So this is a thick double satin ribbon marker, and it's so beautiful. And each one of them in the series has it, which is super cool. So I'm going to start all the way at the beginning and just share and flip through this for you guys. The cover is amazing, but you're getting this for what's inside. So this is a series that started to be released in 2018, I believe. And then the last one, which ironically is volume 1, Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus, has yet to come out in 2023. So here's ESV Expository Commentary, volume 5, Psalms through Song of Solomon. And then we have here the inside page and where it's been printed. These are printed by Lego. And this is the first printing in 2022. It's very cool. So then it's laid out here. Each one of these in the series has the tables where you can find those and which books of the Bible, the figures where those are located, the preface to the ESV Expository Commentary, what are the distinctives, the contributors, and then abbreviations, and then for each one of these books of the Bible that are covered in this series. So here we go. There's tables. There's where the tables are in Psalms, Proverbs, and then there's a figure, obviously, in Proverbs. So then we have the preface. And one thing I love about this series is this is a little bit more than a pastoral commentary, but it's a very clear exegetical commentary series. So it says exegetically sound, biblically theological, globally aware, broadly reformed, doctrinally conversant, pastorally useful, and application-minded. And I think it does all of those things well, and then it's sufficient in expression. And there's the preface to the series, the contributors, you have the editors, done a great job, and then also the authors for each individual book of the Bible. Obviously, some authors are stronger than others, but as a general baseline series, I really love this commentary series from Crossway. So there's all the abbreviations. And then we get straight into the Psalms. So I'm going to go ahead and go ahead to Song of Solomon to show you guys how that's laid out, because each one of these follows a very similar format. As I'm flipping there, you'll notice the text is large. I love this trim size. It's a 7 by 10 inch trim size, which allows them to make the text bigger. There's plenty of room between the lines for underlining. There's even some margin space for slight notes. This is just a beautiful layout for a commentary. As you can see there, Ecclesiastes, the introduction. I just love this. So we're going to go ahead and flip ahead to Song of Solomon. You see it laying flat right out of the box. I love this physical copy. So this is by Douglas Sean O'Donnell. So Song of Solomon. Each one of these books of the Bible is laid out this way. So they do an introduction to the Song of Solomon. This is similar to what you would have in a study Bible, but it's a little bit more robust than that. It's a little bit longer form. It's for those who are teaching, potentially Sunday school leaders, pastors. That's what this exegetical commentary is for. It's trying to get right after the heart of what the text means. It's going to inform you about some things you need to be aware of, some interpretive principles in the text. But I love how clear it is, how straight to the point it is, but also about what the text means. And it doesn't clutter up some of those things with long conversations on tangents and things you might not want to spend. It's a great starting place for those who are doing biblical study. So each one of them starts with an overview. They cover the title, they cover the date, the occasion, the author, the genre and literary features. That's something that is covered as well. And then it gets into the theology of the book. Each one of these books, they do this for it. So they study the theology of it. How does it majorly contribute to different areas of theology? So you have theology of Song of Solomon. So it's like the relationship to the rest of the Bible, how it preaches Christ from Song of Solomon. And actually, mostly see this right here, the relationship to the rest of the Bible and to Christ. And then it moves into preaching from Song of Solomon. This is one thing I love about this series is each book of the Bible has a short segment on if you're preaching from this for your people, here are some things you need to be aware of. Here are some things that would be helpful to use. It says here's some interpretive challenges, some things to be aware of. And then it goes through some of those conversations that people have. Then it gets into the outline of the book. And then you go straight into what the passages are from that outline. So it'll have the first section of the outline, Song of Solomon 1:1-4. The text, it has the complete text of the ESV. Then it'll move to a section overview. This is really great to say, hey, if you're teaching from this section, this is what it says. Then it has the outline, and then it comments, and it goes through each chapter, and it makes clear each verse and makes clear applications and just explains what's going on in the text. And then there's a response at the end of each section. So you have the text, then you go straight to the overview, outline, comments on each individual verse, followed by a response. And it works through the entire book of the Bible in that way. So that finishes the review portion, just sharing that with all of you. I have 11 of these volumes and I can't wait to complete the series when number 12 releases in 2023 for Genesis, Exodus, and Leviticus. I'm super excited. This series is just the number one place that I go after I've prayed through, studied, and read God's word, and I've made observations about teaching it. I go straight here to just see, hey, is that what the text means? Kind of check where my applications are. Am I seeing things that other people have seen? And then I go study from there. Sometimes it shows me connections and things that I have not seen before. And so I just fully enjoy this series. It's getting right after the meat. It's very clear, and it helps me in my study process as I preach God's word to God's people. And I just fully recommend for you guys to check out this series. Maybe you'll buy the entire set like I'm hoping to do in the near future when it's fully released. Or maybe you'll just pick up 1 or 2 volumes along the way as you're teaching God's word. Either way, I fully recommend this series from Crossway. It's excellent. I encourage you to pick it up and read it today. So until next time, continue to read God's word. If you love content like this, like, subscribe, and may we continue to read, treasure, and follow Jesus together. God bless. I'll see you guys soon.